Hey, my friends, I am back with day 3 of 5 with an encouraging word for my small business owner. So that's what this chat is going to be about. No crafting today. I have agreed and promised to show up every single day this week as we're promoting the doors being open for my Soaring Sisters Collective Business Coaching Group. It's a really special community. I think maybe you'll get a feeling why. If you've watched part of this live series that's going on this week, you'll know that it's a little different than your average coaching group. So what I wanted to do was not only have the opportunity to talk about that with you, but at the same time, in case you're not ready for that or you're, not in a position to make that decision, that I could just offer you some encouraging words. Because the reason I even started the Soaring Sisters Collective was because I have such a heart for small business owners. I love connecting with them. I have for years, even before I started this group. I love offering encouragement to others. And so today is, if you haven't kept up, let me give you a recap. Day 1, which was Monday, we talked about strengths. Okay, so this is an acronym for SOAR, S-O-A-R, for our group. And day 2, we talked about opportunities. That was yesterday on Tuesday. Today is the A, and that's your aspirations, otherwise known interchangeably as dreams. And I also could kind of say that you might get interchange that a little bit with what success looks like to you, because we attach our ideas of dreams and goals and things that we want to do to, if we achieve those, then we have success. So I'm just going to offer you some encouragement word today. I would love some interaction in the comment. You can throw a heart, thumbs up, say hi. Tell me if you own a creative business. Tell me if you're thinking about joining a community like ours, what your questions might be. We might have some other Soaring Sisters that join us in the comments if you want to ask them questions, and you can kind of tell they're already in the group. Let me pull this up and see your comments before I get started with my notes here to what kind of encouraging word I would like to offer you and how that's going to flow. But really the idea behind the aspirations talk is to stop and say, maybe you don't need bigger, better dreams. Maybe you already have one in your heart and it just needs to be supported by some people that are around you that can see this vision that you're casting, because you may, and it's not your fault, but you may accidentally be in groups of people that don't really understand what you're going through. They don't understand that kind of vision. Therefore, they can't really support you and cheer you on the way that you need to be cheered on. And that is why it's important to be around people who understand. So, hey, Christine. Hey, Vicky. South Carolina, 95. Okay, I haven't checked the degrees here in Louisiana, but it's hot. Degrees hot, weather hot. Happy Wednesday to you. Hey, Joni. Hey, Angel. So if you are just hopping on, no crafting today. This is day 3 of 5 for encouragement for my small business owner friends. But even in regular life, like I've said in the past 2 days, this could be something that applies to your regular everyday life as well. So hang out with us, chat with us, let us know what you're thinking. Oh, I love that, Christine. God is within her. She will not fail, will not fall. I love that. I said fail because I was thinking about success. And here's the thing. So you need to guard your dreams. Look, that's not even on my outline, but you need to make sure that you hold your dreams and your goals close to your heart. They don't have to be big and bold and just feel this idea of success, like what the internet and what others think is an actual dream and that it's like beyond your reach. No, some of these dreams are so close to our heart. They affect the pace and the peace. I'm bringing that up again because I brought that up the past couple of days. The pace and peace of our life, the dreams that you set in your heart can do that. So guard them. Be careful with who you share them with. It's not to say that you shouldn't be talking with people who might not understand, but sometimes when we share our dreams and our goals in life with the wrong people, we don't know that, we can grow discouraged. We can grow unsupported. So that's why it's really important to get around people who understand where you're at. Hey, Le Petite Monde. I love that. Hey, Vicky, thank you so much. Okay, so Denham Springs, hello in South Louisiana, Judy. So I'm in North Louisiana, coming at you live in my home studio. So I think I've learned a little bit about dreaming, okay, as it's related to business. Gosh, we have so many dreams in life too, but in my 10 years of creative entrepreneur experience, I've done a lot of things that I set out to do. I want to, just to share a little bit more about my background as it might relate to your story. I had my second daughter and I really desired to stay home with her. Who can say that was a driving force behind entrepreneurship? I mean, many of y'all could. Even if you're watching this replay, let me know. This was the inspiration behind my decision to become a maker and I said, oh, I'm going to make some stuff. I'm going to get a vendor booth. I did a hard, scary thing. Never done that before. Then it turned into owning my own store. Okay. And then it turned into running a DIY studio that was attached to the store. Then it turned into coming online and just doing all these things. And the whole force, I know my why has been about my family, being there for my girls. I have two, I say young girls. My 16-year-old just got her driver's license today. So I have a 16-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old daughter. And of course, they are always on the top of my mind when I'm making business decisions. So we all have different whys. I could list a bunch of different sample whys that some of y'all may relate with, but you just say your own to yourself, okay? So like I said, you don't really need a bigger dream. You just need to be around the right support system to lift you up and recognize the ones that you do have. Okay, so some of those dreams are not the ones. I want you to hold on to those dreams, even if the people around you say they're not the ones they expect you to have. Oh, that doesn't seem like something that you could do. That doesn't seem like something that would work out. I mean, how many people have accidentally discouraged us? It's not intentional, I don't think, all the time, though sometimes it might be. But there's going to be these ideas of success and dreams that like the internet's going to tell you and everybody online is going to tell you. But I want to tell you what's most important, because I am an anti-hustle business coach. Anti-hustle just because I know that those quiet, those steady, those ordinary dreams are actually the ones that live the deepest in our hearts. We just don't say them out loud sometimes because we feel like they're not important enough to say out loud. Like something like my idea of success or my idea of a business dream is just being able to slow down in the mornings and not rush. See, that doesn't seem like some, oh, I want to be a millionaire. It's the complete opposite. I just want to be able to wake up in my home in the mornings and not feel rushed. Or I just want to be able to make enough for my creativity that I quit this, step away from this draining side job. Or that I desire to grow this community of like-minded people, whether it be creatives or whatever your niche is, that feels good to lead and be with and be amongst. You know, there could be these things like, they seem so little, but they're not. They're not. Let me just tell you, they're not. So you don't need that bigger dream. You just need the space to name it clearly, embrace it, and to have people around you that support you while you're walking it out. So that whole dreaming big feels like that there's this worthiness attached to it. That's what I'm trying to kind of hone in on. So not everyone wants to be a millionaire or build some big personal brand empire, and that's okay. If you're saying, hey, I just want more peace, I want more presence with my life, I want more joy in my work, those are valid, beautiful dreams, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But often, sometimes we can feel dismissed, or we could incidentally dismiss others too because they just don't sound or seem impressive enough. Hey, Melissa, how are you? It's so good to see your name. Yes, I think a quilt shop can make it. Melissa, y'all do a fine job. 10 and 16 now. Oh, yes, I know. Melissa. I was like, what is she talking about? Yes, my daughters are 10 and 16. Hey, Samantha from Italy. I'm so glad to have you. So also another point. So that whole dreaming not big to be worthy, number one. Number 2 point I want to make is you may not be confused about your dreams, but again, let's talk about you just haven't had the space to get it clear. So when you're doing everything alone, like I said yesterday when it talks about that isolation, your dreams actually stay fuzzy. Because when you're doing it all by yourself, you do not have a support system around you to speak life into your business dreams and into your life dreams. You second guess it maybe. You might pivot too often and change direction because you just haven't settled in. And then sometimes you get stuck in that survival mode, like I mentioned yesterday during the opportunities thing. Sometimes you just freeze because you don't know what to do next. Because again, that support system and your dreams, those two things tie in very, very closely when you're dreaming. And when you're trying to make goals for your life, is having the correct support system. So that guidance and conversation and support, like over time, compounds, and you start to see the shape of your dream taking place. So it just might be something that you didn't feel was possible, but with that support over time, it feels so much more tangible. And maybe you are a huge dreamer. Maybe some of the dreams you have when you say them out loud seem so far away. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm walking out some things in my life right now that I could have never dreamed up on my own either. And so that is why we also have a faith-based element to this group, because we go, only God could have come up with this. Only God could have created this platform. Only God could have done these things and helped me walk it out in those steps He did to get me here in complete faith. So, also remember that, let me look at my notes. Okay, sorry. I was on the wrong spot there. I was like, that doesn't seem right. So your version of success really should match and line up with, we've mentioned this in the past couple days, your values, the season of life you're in. If your dream requires you to hustle harder than like your health or your faith can handle, it's not aligned. It shouldn't be the time for you to go after that, right? So it forces you into being someone that you're not. You're not quite ready to step into that role. And again, you need the support system around you to remind you of that, to gently love on you and guide you through what season you are in while you're figuring out what success looks like for you. And remember, it looks different for everyone. So while one woman may want to hit a 5-figure launch during a month or hit a 6-figure year of revenue, another woman's like, I just want to have slow mornings with my coffee before I ship out 10 handmade orders. You know, everybody's idea of success is different. And when you receive that and you accept it, it is a really beautiful thing to be in a group of collective women like we have, which, by the way, there's a link in front of you. Let me block this person. Sorry, don't click on anything that person said. Thank you, Dixie. I'm so glad. So glad you're loving the encouragement. So, where was I at on that? That scammer distracted me. But I was just saying, you know, I finally got to pick my kids up from after school. I've never been able to do that because I followed my business dreams. I was able to do that, or I was able to give several people a job and help them earn an income because of me following my dreams into owning business. I had a plan to go on a vacation for the first time in years because of the way that I restructured my business or reimagined or pivoted my business. You can't completely do that stuff alone without someone, a group of people. Honestly, that's what I believe. I can't tell you that's fact, but I've just seen it in action, the power of it. So while I said success looks different for everyone, mine revolved a lot around my girls. And every time anyone asks me, if I run into anybody in town, they say, how are your little business doing? And my first response is, it's quite flexible. I love it because I can be there for everything that my girls need me to be there for. But insert your reason. Why? Like, why it makes you happy. Let me prompt you to think about your dream day. So if your business supported your life, instead of feeling like you're striving and not thriving, that's something I like to say. Are you stressing and not thriving? So what would it look like on a typical day? Hey, am I back? Can y'all hear me okay? I am having some internet connectivity issues. Hey, can y'all hear me? Am I back? Okay, I know I lost a good little bit of people, but I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to hope on replay that it'll be fine. Because I know with everything in my heart that the right people will hear this message today. Okay. So when I was saying, let's picture your dream day. So one where your ideal day would feel like your life and your business were actually supporting each other instead of competing with each other. So what time would you wake up? What kind of work would you do and how much? Here's the most important question. I'm going to say one more, but these are both equally as important. Who would you have more time and energy for if your business and life felt more aligned? But how would your day feel? I love to think about this question. It's one of my favorite questions is how do I want my business to feel? If it feels stressed and overwhelmed all the time, that's really not enjoyable. So, hey, Stephanie, I'm so glad to have seen your name come through. It's good to have you inside there. So I don't know if I said there's a link in front of you and a link in the description. I think I'm just getting distracted because I get so excited to talk about this stuff. And I think we have 21 spots left, if you check. 21 spaces left inside the group. But think about those questions. Okay, what time would you wake up? What kind of work would you do and how much? How would your day feel? Who would you have more time and energy for? And then sit in that. Sit in that and ask yourself, right now, currently with what you're doing, does your business feel that way? Does your business not compete with your life? Instead, align with it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this with almost a matter of fact, okay? God is not asking you to chase a version of success that exhausts you. Do I believe that there are times that we should work harder than others, that you're going to feel a little bit of hustle because you're building? Yes, I do. But I do also know that he wants you to walk in that purpose with a lightness and an airiness about you. I've said this the past couple of days as well, and that lack of pressure. So when he places a vision in your heart, even a simple one, even the most simple ones, like I have mentioned in this thing, he also provides the wisdom that you need to see it through. And sometimes brings people to you so they can help you see it through. So if you're hearing this message and you've got a tug on your heart, and you're like, that may be a really good group for me, because this is the kind of support you get in the group. This is a lot of mindset that I'm sharing with y'all this week. But I will tell you right now, business is 80 to 90% mindset. You can have all the strategies in the world, but you can't break through them without a good mindset to go after it. So you have to work on that. So inside the group, obviously, we would like to say that we help women get clear on their vision for that. We help them say, okay, this is what success looks like for you. Let's go for it. So I just wanted to share that with you today, that your dreams are not minimal, no matter how, when you say them out loud, they just don't feel big enough. That's not true. I want you to picture your dream day, and I want you to know that you need the support. I think I've said that multiple times in today, because our dreams are more fun when we're not doing them alone. I think they are. Like, when we have people to share it with, it's such a fun journey. So many things are going to happen along that journey, that having that support system to share it with, and that support system there to get you out of a valley, because that's going to happen, valleys and mountaintops throughout your business journey. So I'm here for you. The ladies inside the Soaring Sisters will be happy to welcome you in. We've been welcoming in ladies all week. And we have, I think, 21 spots. Did I say that? 21 spots? And we would love for you to take one of those. Is your name on one of those? You can comment the word SOAR, SOAR. You can see the link in front of you that popped up when you came on live, or there's a link in the description. You can read more about the group. It gives you a little bit more breakdown on what to expect, because we Zoom weekly. We have guest teachers and all kinds of fun stuff. You can read more about the details of the group and what you get. You have a whole portal of all the archive trainings that you can search through if you're looking for something specific. But really, it's mostly about that weekly support, that check-in to keep you grounded, and what your hopes and dreams are. So, all right. So Tracy at Craftin' Mom's Corner Market, she said, I'm so love the way Summer breaks in all the ways to do the good things in your business in a positive, encouraging way that speaks to my heart. Oh, best decision. It's so great to have you in there, Tracy. It really is. We have some of the most special women. Of course, I'm partial, but I would love for you to meet them. So I hope to see your name come through in the registration. Once you do register, I don't think I've said this in the past couple of days, and I'm sorry. I'm just really more excited about the encouraging words with y'all. But once you do sign up, you'll get a link, and it'll give you all the instructions you need. It'll get you in the Facebook group. It'll get you your portal access to see all the archive trainings and everything. And there's some worksheets you could get started on when you want to do some reflection work. And then we look forward to chatting with you Monday afternoon, 2 p.m. Central is when we have our Zooms, and we would love to see you on there. So, all right, we'll read more about that. Let me know if you have any questions. And it's been great spending this afternoon with you. Sorry about the tech trouble a little bit. But I'm glad I stayed on and stuck it out. So we got the rest of our message out. So y'all have a blessed rest of your evening with your family and friends, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.